What is up, guys? Andrew Hayes here, back with another video, and today I'm doing another preview and predictions video
Hello.
for the WWE, and I am not alone. I am joined by the guy who has joined me on the last two, Double Nine.
Hello, everybody. Hey, what's up, you guys? Film Fan 0599 here again, and we're going to be talking about our predictions for the next WWE pay-per-view, which is Extreme Rules, or should I say regular rules, because most of this shit isn't even Extreme Rules.
I mean, granted, we are doing this before the Raw beforehand and the SmackDown.
And the SmackDown.
So, granted, things could change. Things could be changed around. So always keep in mind that when we do these, I mean, the last time we did it, we were fine, but today we're doing it before just how things worked out. We're doing it before the Raw and the SmackDown, so more matches could be added, stipulations could be added. So we're going based off of what has been confirmed and whatnot, and we're talking about what stipulations have been confirmed. So yeah. So just to give you guys a recap, we do keep total just to see who is the better predictor, I guess you could say, just for bragging rights, really. And it is tied 12-12, pretty close. So I'm very curious to see how things turn out. So let's just get right into it. The first match is legitimately, as of now, the only Extreme Rules match.
Well, one of the only two matches that have any sort of fucking stipulation behind them.
Yeah, and one of the two only matches that have a stipulation, and so far the only Extreme Rules match. I know they usually have maybe a second one, but usually they have like a ladder match or a cage match or a tables match or something. Steel cage, something. I know I went back into back in the day. I went to an Extreme Rules, and you know they had like a steel cage match. They had an Extreme Rules. Even there was a triple threat, which you can use weapons and whatnot. They went extreme for that. I was there. It was when the Shield faced off at Evolution. They went outside and did some kind of extreme stuff. But I wonder how this is going to turn out. But like I said, the only Extreme Rules match confirmed, one of the only two stipulation matches right now, for the WWE Raw Women's Championship, Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. It's Nia Jax's rematch. I think this is pretty straightforward. I obviously think that the reason they gave it back to Alexa is because they didn't like what Nia was doing. I don't think many people liked what Nia was doing with the title, and they gave her. Okay.
Oh, nice job.
Yeah, thank you. They gave her a chance with it, and she just didn't deliver. She wasn't getting over like they had hoped. So they gave it to Alexa. I think they are going to give it to Ronda eventually. I know Ronda is suspended in the storyline. I don't know
how. Even though she was at the live event I was at last night.
Yeah, I mean, whoops. I don't know how long the suspension is for or when it comes up. So I wouldn't be surprised if it is up by this, if she does interfere. But I do expect Alexa Bliss to go over, retain the title, because like I said, I don't think they liked what Nia was doing. And I do think that the next person to hold it is Ronda Rousey. And I think she's going to take it off at Alexa, potentially at SummerSlam, potentially somewhere down the line. But for the foreseeable future, until I think they feel Ronda is ready, which could be very soon. Like I said, I could see this happening at SummerSlam. I think that Alexa is going to hold the belt for the foreseeable future. What do you think, Double Nine? What do you think?
I'm pretty much on it. It's pretty straightforward, I would say. By the way, is my air conditioner loud? I'll unplug it if it's.
No, it's fine.
Okay, all right, but I will say, I will admit, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, Alexa's going over in the matchup. I think that's who's winning. I mean, I really don't like Nia Jax. She's pretty fucking terrible. No offense, but she really is. God knows why they gave her the title and a fucking win at Mania for Pete's sake, but I don't know. But luckily, WWE knew that they made a mistake and, gave it back to the much better wrestler and the much better talker.
Just better overall.
Honestly, like, I know everyone's like sick of Alexa Bliss, but to be for real, she's 1,000 times better than Nia Jax, so be fucking happy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think she's gonna win. By the way, why is this of all the fucking matches the Extreme Rules?
Yeah,
match?
like I legit, and I sent it to you. I believe I saw a picture, and it had
all the other matches.
Yeah, all the other matches that could have been Extreme Rules, but the one that we're getting that is Extreme Rules is Alexa versus Nia, and it's nothing against these two women.
It's nothing let's clear, it's not against the women. It's just it just doesn't seem right, considering of like
it has more to do with I don't see Nia Jax being exciting in Extreme Rules and doing
exactly
good in
that's what it is.
Match.
I don't see if it were like Alexa Bliss and say Sasha Banks, that I could see. Yeah, I could see that.
If it was honestly
an exciting Extreme Rules match.
Yeah, I could see Alexa with pretty much anyone else, but let's say Nia Jax, Ember Moon, Natalya, and Naomi having a great Extreme Rules match with, like stealing the show. But since I'm not excited for this match. I hope this match turns out good. I hope Alexa wins. Alexa is the person I want to win. And also keep in mind, when we do predict, it's not necessarily the person we want to win. It's the person who we think is going to win.
Yes. Knowing WWE.
Yeah, and knowing WWE, there were definitely some that I was very confident on last time that just didn't happen, especially at Mania. I know we didn't do a video from WrestleMania, but there were definitely some that I expected to happen and didn't. Case in point, Roman Reigns winning. Why Brock Lesnar is the champion is beyond me. But anyway.
All right. So, yeah, I have Alexa Bliss winning, too. She's the one I want to win and who I think will win.
Yeah. So, for the first one, we do have Alexa both we both have Alexa winning this one. On to the next one. Let's see if we agree on this one. It's a singles match as of now. Hopefully it gets changed. I hope a lot of these matches get stipulations for the namesake of
the pay-per-view. If I had to predict what this matchup could possibly get turned into, maybe a submission match.
Yes. Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
I don't know. But as of now, it's a singles match for the WWE title. AJ versus Rusev. Let me start off by saying I am very happy Rusev is in this spot. It gives him a chance. I just don't think he's quite ready yet. I think he needs another great run with the U.S. title.
Yeah.
And then he could be ready. But I'm glad that he's getting some time to shine, that it's someone different in the main event. And I'm happy that Rusev. It's like not expect. I didn't expect Rusev to be in this spot, and I'm just happy that
he's here.
He is. But I do think that AJ is going to win. I think that he could potentially drop it to SummerSlam to Daniel Bryan, maybe to The Miz. To somebody, I think is potential. If he doesn't drop it at SummerSlam, this is what I predict. This is the 1-2 things that can happen, and we'll get to. I guess we'll predict what's going to happen with the title at SummerSlam, depending on what happens with the title here. For all we know, Rusev could win the title. I highly doubt that, but you never know.
Yes,
but I do think that either 1 or 2 things is going to happen with the WWE title. For now, I think that AJ is going to hold it till SummerSlam and drop it to either Samoa Joe or Daniel Bryan. But if at SummerSlam, he is I don't think he's going to quite hold it for 434 days or past that, because they just announced that Brock broke it. So I don't think that even though they're 2 completely different titles and 2 completely different circumstances,
yeah. At least AJ defends his fucking belt.
Yeah, I do think that they're gonna give AJ a year with the belt if he holds it past SummerSlam. But for right now, AJ is going to win. We'll worry about whether AJ wins at SummerSlam, when and if he has the title at SummerSlam.
Yes.
What do you think?
This is so tough for me because I'm gonna be honest. This could go either fucking way. I'm not gonna lie. This could go either way, to be honest with you. Like, WWE could pull a fast one on us and give Rusev the title. But at the same time, I think they want to build towards AJ versus Samoa Joe at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
So I will go with AJ Styles, but if Rusev does win the title, I am going to flip the fuck out because that's who I do want to win personally. But AJ, I have to kind of be smart with these, so I think they'll make AJ retain the title.
Yes, I do think AJ's going to hold the title for at least until SummerSlam at at maximum for at least a year. But anyway, on to the next match. A tag team match for the Raw tag team titles. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt versus the B team, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel.
The B team. I saw them both last night.
I'll actually let you go first for this one.
Nice. You got my boys, the Woken, the Woken Eaters of Worlds. You got Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt going up against the B team. I think they're gonna keep this whole thing with the B team going, and I think they're actually gonna give them the fucking titles. So
what happens?
Oh, I think they're gonna keep this whole the B team getting lucky and shit going on. And I think they're gonna have them win the titles.
Yeah, and I could totally see why. This is one I feel like should be guaranteed Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, because the B team, you look at them and you think jobbers. To be 100%, look at them. They, other than the Miz, what have they done? And I mean, even with the Miz, they made Lil B look like a joke, someone that could easily be just thrown around and whatnot.
And what's weird is Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel kind of did good from themselves at first. I mean, Bo Dallas was a former NXT champion.
Yes, 100%.
Curtis Axel was a former Intercontinental champion, so they haven't really done much.
He beat Triple H. He beat John Cena. I remember that reign.
Yeah, exactly. So, but they haven't done much from themselves lately. So maybe
what were you saying?
Maybe this could be the thing for them.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know this, but a while back, WWE officially announced that they are going to officially acknowledge the NXT title as a world title under the WWE. So technically, Bo Dallas is a world champion.
Yes, Bo Dallas is a former world champion.
He is a former world champion. They don't longer see it as a developmental championship. They see it as a world championship, so they pretty much treat NXT, while it is the developmental brand, it is its own entity, which is its own brand.
It's basically a third brand.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's what ECW should have been as a third brand. Exactly,
and pretty much, and so Bo Dallas is a former world champion. It's just his success didn't really translate well. But and this is what I'm still struggling with, because, like I said, on paper it should be like Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy have this in the bag. But I don't think the team of Hardy and Wyatt is gonna end, because I don't think it should end. I feel like they shouldn't feud. I feel like they should team for a while and then kind of have one last blow off match or something, because we've already seen, and I felt like we just saw them feud.
Yeah,
and whatnot.
That was literally only a couple months ago, really.
Yeah, and I feel like it'd be like the same thing as Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton. They were a team for a little bit, and they fought for forever, teamed for a little bit, and then fought again forever.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I shouldn't count out the B team, because I don't know. I feel like this could be the shock. Like they're going to do it just for shock value. But I'm going strictly with what my gut's telling me. and I would love the B team to win. I love the B team. I think they're both two very underrated wrestlers. They're both fantastic, and they can obviously have great chemistry together. As you can see, they've been together for a while with this and as the Miztourage, and they also don't forget they were part of the Social Outcast when that was a thing.
Yes.
But I am going to go with what is it? The Leader of Worlds, I think is their.
Yeah, it's like the Leader of Worlds, like Eater or something.
Yeah, so I'm going with Hardy Wyatt, and you said you're going with the B team, right?
Yeah, I'm going with the B team on this.
Yeah, because I'm writing it down this time, so I don't forget. So we have it documented. So it's all fair and all that. But I am going with the Hardy and Wyatt. So this is the first one we disagree on. It's very interesting to see who is going to win. And as of now, this is the regular one. So keep in mind, even for this one, let's say, for instance, the B team wins by count or disqualification. This isn't who's going to be the champions. This is who's going to win. So if they win by disqualification or count out,
still counts.
Yes, the 9 gets the points. They won the match. They just didn't win the title. So
exactly.
So keep that in mind. While I do think Hardy and Wyatt are going to win, I think that just keep that in mind as well. Now onto our fourth match. We got Carmella versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's title. This is, again, as of now, a singles match. This is another one that I'm having a little bit of a hard time trying to predict because I predicted Asuka last time. And James Ellsworth came back. He made his miraculous return and cost Asuka the match. And I feel like they like what Carmella's doing. They wouldn't have Ellsworth come back if they didn't like what she was doing. But my biggest question is, if Carmella does win, who's the next challenger? Is it Becky Lynch? And whatnot. And another question is, when are they going to finally give Asuka the title? I do think this could be a mistake again because I could very well see Carmella winning. Especially after last time, but I am going with Asuka on this one because I would have I feel like if Ellsworth does interfere, Asuka's gonna kick the shit out of him and then win.
Yes,
but that's just me. I could be wrong again. They could dupe me once again with this match. With this feud, I should say. But what do you think, Double Nine? Who do you think's going to win?
Same. Honestly, I'm gonna go with Asuka. I feel like, I mean, it made sense what happened at Money in the Bank, so I feel like here, I think they'll actually finally give Asuka the belt.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, it's been our time for a while. I wish she won at Mania, but I'm not complaining. The match was fantastic. Charlotte, if anybody was going to beat the streak, I'm glad it's Charlotte. I'm glad it wasn't Carmella who broke it. So at least you don't have to worry about that. And yeah, and at least the way she lost last time, didn't make her look weak.
Yes.
Anyway, do you have any additional thoughts? I really don't have much to say about this match.
I really don't either. This kind of just feels throwaway for me, to be completely honest with you. But who knows? I'll just have to wait and see.
All right, on for the fifth match of the evening. Again, just a standard tag team match. Again, could change on Tuesday. But for the SmackDown tag team titles, we got current champs, the Bludgeon Brothers, who've been kind of on a roll, versus the newly reformed Team Hell No. I'll let you go for this one just because I know you really like Team Hell No. So
yes, I love Team Hell No is honestly probably in like my top 10 favorite tag teams of all time. I love these guys to death. They were like one of the most entertaining things I saw like in like 2012 to like 2013, to be honest. Like that was probably the best I had ever seen Kane in the years that I was watching. Like he was great. Like he was awesome to watch. He had great comedic timing with fucking Daniel Bryan and shit. Like they were the most unlikely pair, but they worked so well together.
Yeah, and I 100% agree. I mean, at least I agree with you. From what I watched,
I still think they were like the best tag team champs we've had this decade, to be honest with you, in terms of WWE.
yeah, and I agree with you on how, at least from what I've seen, this is the best thing Kane's ever done. I've been watching since the early 2000s, so this is like I watched him when I started watching Kane. He was already unmasked. Like he
Yeah.
didn't have his mask. And I know a lot of people love the 90s stuff, and him in the 90s was great, but this is strictly from what I've seen.
Yes.
This is my favorite thing Kane's ever done. And personally, this is my favorite thing Daniel Bryan's ever done.
Yeah, because they were just so great.
Yeah, they were so great together, and they just I loved how when it was funny because how like they like the whole like how they didn't get along, they were the champs, and then when they finally got along, they lost it, and I thought that was great. And
yeah, and what like because the reason I say they're the best WWE tag team champions we've had this decade is because they made those titles relevant, and also they were entertaining to watch as a team.
Yeah,
like,
they were very.
They weren't boring champions because around that time, a lot of the tag team champions were kind of boring.
You know what? Like, let me actually. You continue talking, but I'm going to look up.
No, I actually remember a lot of the tag team champions at this time. Like a lot of them were like fucking. I remember David Otunga, Michael McGillicuddy back when Curse Axel was called that. Like they were the tag team champions, and then like both of the teams that Kofi was in, like with Evan Bourne and then with R-Truth, they were kind of boring as the champs. Primo and Epico were really fucking boring as the champs. So to see Kane and Daniel Bryan take the titles, they were entertaining as hell as the champions, and I love them. And like they were great to watch. So I do think, I know a lot of people want to see Daniel Bryan back in the WWE title picture, and I get that completely. But right now, the card is really fucking stacked right now. It kind of is. And Daniel Bryan, I don't think is going to get a shot right away right now. So, this seems like a perfect fixture for him for now, I feel like, honestly. For me, at least.
Yeah, so you're going with Team Hell No.
I think they're going to... I would find it really stupid if they reunited them and then have them fucking lose.
And again, this is another one I'm struggling with because something's telling me Miz is gonna do something. I mean, he has to feud with the Miz sooner rather than later, and I feel like they give him the titles right now. And I don't think they're just gonna have Miz versus Daniel Bryan. I don't know, whatever, Clash of Champions or something stupid like that. I feel like it's either going to be SummerSlam or WrestleMania. And I don't know when Daniel Bryan's contract's up, but he hasn't signed a new contract to my knowledge. And I think it's coming up soon. And I think they want to do Miz versus Daniel Bryan soon. Mm-hmm. So I think like it expires before WrestleMania. So I do think he's going to re-sign. So if he could re-sign, and they do Miz at Miz versus Daniel Bryan at.
Also, I also think we just can't assume Miz is going to interfere in every
single... because that's a non-factor. Yeah. What could also happen is the Team Hell No wins the titles and then loses them again like a couple weeks later.
Yeah.
But
I do... Oh, sorry. I was just saying that I do think Team Hell No is probably going to win the titles, to be honest with you. Because, like, what other force are we going to have the Bludgeon Brothers, like, have beat the Bludgeon Brothers, to be honest with ourselves?
I honestly think this is what could happen. And this is just me. One of two things could happen. And I know I do this a lot. But this is just, I'm trying to do all factors here. I think either Team Hell No wins, and I'll tell you what I actually think. And I have it written down here. So, Team Hell No. I think either Team Hell No wins, loses it to Sanity soon.
Okay.
And the Miz gets involved somehow with that match.
Okay.
Or the Bludgeon Brothers win due to the Miz's interference. and then they drop it to, like, I don't know, the New Day or a face team like the New Day or something. Either way, I think the Bludgeon Brothers will drop it to a face team, to that team eventually dropping it to Sanity.
Yeah, but I don't see it being.
I agree with you with I don't see them putting Team Hell No together just to have them lose a one match. Unless Kane was going to turn on Daniel Bryan, and I just don't see them having Kane turn on Daniel Bryan, you know?
Yeah, and plus, here's the thing. I don't see I don't see, like, I don't see any other team beating the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah.
Like, having, I don't see the New Day or, like, now, I'm not discrediting those teams. It's just they powerhouse through those teams already. So what would be the sense of them to beat? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and I agree. And I feel like they know where the money is, and the money is either Miz versus Daniel Bryan or Daniel Bryan holding the title. And I'm going to go with Team Hell No. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Bludgeon Brothers win due to the Miz interference. If the Bludgeon Brothers win, it's not going to be clean. I can tell you that. But I am going with Team Hell No because I just don't see them like you brought up the good point. I don't see them putting Team Hell No back together just for this one-off thing. You know?
Yeah.
Even if they hold the title for a little bit, I just don't see them not winning the titles in this instance. All right, so that's another week. So far, we disagreed on one. I was actually very close to choosing the Bludgeon Brothers because of me thinking that The Miz could be involved, but The Miz is a non-factor right now. He's even not even announced for this card as of this moment, so we don't know. We don't know. Maybe he could interfere, maybe he could not, but I'm going with Team Hell No because of that. On to the next match, the second stipulation match announced so far, a 30-minute Iron Minute match. Between Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental title. Now, this is, again, another hard one for me to predict because I can see it very much going either way. I don't know. I don't think it's logical, and WWE does a lot of illogical things. But I just don't think it's logical to have Seth win it back. Because he just lost it, even though both weren't his fault. So, I mean, at least it's that. But I don't know. This one's tough. Because I have a very strong feeling Seth Rollins is going to win, to be honest. To be 100% honest. I have a very strong feeling Seth Rollins is going to win. And I'm going to have to go with Rollins here. I think he's going to win. I just my gut's telling me Rollins, so I'm going to Rollins because you always got to trust your gut.
Yeah, well, hey, I mean, my gut feeling told me The Shape of Water was going to win Best Picture, and hey, look at that. I was right. I proved everybody wrong, so who knows?
I thought it was pretty obvious Shape of Water was winning, to be 100% honest, but...
Yeah, but who knows?
Everybody thought 3 Billboards, which would have been a great choice, don't get me wrong, but I have a gut feeling that Seth Rollins is going to win this match. What about you?
I feel like they're just going to keep this whole thing with Dolph Ziggler going because he's got this thing with Drew McIntyre right now. Like, I just feel like here's what I think will happen. Since you like to put all the pieces together, here's what I think. Dolph Ziggler keeps the title for a little bit, and Drew McIntyre actually turns on Dolph Ziggler.
I don't see that happening.
I don't see it at this pay-per-view, but I see it soon. I see it.
Yeah, I see them doing this Dolph McIntyre thing for a while because it does remind me of Michaels and Diesel.
That's what I'm saying, and then he takes the title, then Drew wins the Intercontinental title from Dolph at some point.
You know what? I see. Look, I'm even like doubting myself with this because I could very much see both of them winning. So you're officially Ziggler, right?
I'm going out with Ziggler on this one.
See, look, now I'm second guessing myself, and I could very much see both of them winning. You know what? I'm changing my thing. I'm changing it to Ziggler. Not because of what you said, but because for the simple fact, I think now that I'm thinking about it, Rollins has done all he can with the title.
Yes.
They feel like he's done what he can, made it great, had great matches, and he's gonna move on to the Universal title picture, I guess. I can see him moving on to that or just something better. So I'm going with Ziggler. Again, I hate to change my thing, but and I'm not changing it in the slightest because he changed it and I'm playing it safe. Because I can care less about playing it safe. I'm doing what I think, and
yeah,
just a little bit more thought. Trust me, I was on the fence when I chose Rollins, and I'm still on the fence. But I'm choosing Ziggler because, again, I just don't see them. I don't see them giving a lot. The logical thing to do is giving it back to Rollins. I just don't see that being logical.
Yes.
So, all right. So Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley.
Who the fuck cares?
I don't. I mean, I'm going with the obvious choice, Roman Reigns. So, yeah, because he's if you want to know my explanation, because he's the big dog.
As Michael Cole would say, he's the big dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roman Reigns. I could give two shits.
Yeah, for real. I really don't have much to say about this match. I really don't care. There's nothing to say about this match other than that hasn't been said by any of us, to be honest. That we don't like either of them, and they're both fucking bad. All right, on to the next match. For the WWE United States title, it's a singles match. It's Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I've given Shinsuke too much credit in the past. Not too much credit, but I put my faith in Shinsuke only for them to not give him the title. I do think they're going with him here, because I feel like the reason he didn't give him the WWE title is because they just didn't feel he was quite ready, and I feel like they're going to help him with the U.S. title. I feel like he at least deserves some sort of reign, and they think that, and I do think that it just to get him, just to help him out a little bit, to help him to get ready for eventually being the WWE champion. So I'm going with Shinsuke on this one.
This is tough, and Andrew probably knows why I mean by that, because Jeff Hardy's my favorite wrestler, and they've been kind of doing jack shit with him as the champion, to be honest with you. He wasn't even on the fucking last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
They really haven't. They have basically kind of treated his reign as a joke, and I'm kind of pissed about that because, like I said, this dude's my favorite wrestler. So to see his reign being treated as a joke is stupid. And I know some people are like, but it's probably because the company doesn't trust him. Why would they give him the fucking title in the first place?
Exactly.
So they really done jack shit with him. I would love to see this matchup get changed to a ladder match, because I think these two will fucking kill it in a ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Jeff's going to win.
You're picking Jeff to win?
I'm going to pick Jeff to win. I think they're going to give him like one more month with like the title, and maybe he'll drop it at SummerSlam. But I wouldn't be surprised if he dropped it here too, but I'm just going to go with Jeff on this.
And I like it when we disagree on something, because it makes things interesting. And I do feel bad for switching my vote from Rollins to Ziggler, but that one was tough for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing what I think they think is logical, even though they do some illogical things a lot, like all the time.
Last month proved it. So
yeah, and I'm just doing what I feel like they wouldn't give Ziggler the title for him to have this short of a reign. I feel like, especially with the way Rollins has been built, and they built up the championship, and especially with what's his face around McIntyre.
Yes.
So on to the final match that has been announced. We got a regular singles match between Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin, Constable Baron Corbin.
Yeah, yes. Watch your mouth, you uncultured swine. Is Constable by the associate of Stephanie McMahon, the Constable of Raw, Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
He actually did that at the fucking live event. It was great. He actually did that at the live event last night I went to.
But, I mean, I don't really have much to say about this match. I know what Finn has been saying to him on Twitter has been fucking fantastic.
Oh, Finn burning the shit out of him on Twitter has been amazing. That's the best thing that has come out of this damn feud.
Honestly, the two things that I remember the most is Finn said, I done more with 1 day as the Universal Champion than you did with 70 days as the U.S. Champion. That was pretty funny. And then he said, it only took you one call, but they called me. That was fantastic. Yeah. But I think Balor's going to win this.
I think it's pretty obvious that Finn Balor's probably going to win this, to be honest. But looks like he's not getting that Universal title shot anytime soon. So I guess this is the best thing for him. I don't fucking know. Which is a shame because like him and Hardy are like my two favorites right now. So
yeah. And I honestly don't really have much to say. I think it's pretty obvious that Balor's going to go over. But again, we agreed on a lot of this, and I assume because we kind of think similarly.
Yes.
But we do disagree on a few. We disagree on the Raw Tag Title match, and we disagree on the U.S. title match. Yes. But keep in mind, I was very close to disagreeing with him for the SmackDown title, and I was even more close to disagreeing him for the Intercontinental title match. But those were both. I mean, honestly, a lot of these were tough. A lot of these were real tough. The toughest for me being Ziggler versus Rollins, because as much as I want to think Rollins is going to win, I just don't logically see them giving it back to Rollins. I think they have bigger plans for Rollins. And that's it. This was a lot shorter than last time.
Yes.
Again, we were doing we did 2 shows last time because we did Takeover and Money in the Bank, but it just that I really didn't have a lot to say about some of these matches. As you know, we completely skipped over fucking our thoughts on Reigns versus Lashley because we at least I felt like I've said enough on those 2 already, and I should give them any more attention. And the other, and like even Balor versus Corbin, I mean, I just don't have much to say about that one. But anything else you got to say regarding this card?
This seems like a throwaway pay-per-view, to be honest with you. I wish WWE would put listen, I get SummerSlam next month, but if I was a booker, I would put effort into every fucking pay-per-view I'm doing, no matter what it is. So I feel like WWE is just using this as like a throwaway pay-per-view till SummerSlam.
I do have a feeling that next month when we do predictions for SummerSlam, it's going to get a little bit more interesting, especially with another takeover. So,
yes.
I mean, I don't have much to say about this that hasn't already been said.
I don't either, so.
I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please be on the lookout for my next review, which would be Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm going to be uploading it tomorrow, I promise. And Wednesday, this Wednesday, but mostly every Wednesday, I know we take we do 6 podcasts and then we take a week off. But me and Double Nine do the MTVM podcast with our boy Diego Coya over on his channel, Just Diego Coya. If you want to check it out, please do. I know I have a great time. I know he has a great time. It's something really special that we got going. Yes. MTVM podcast, which stands for Movies, Television, Video Games, and Music. We cover all those. We have topics every week. Very, very great. Always great discussion between the 3 of us. What is it, 31st, 32nd that we're doing this Wednesday?
I think so.
We've done at least 30, and I know that. I mean,
yes.
We've been doing it for a while, so I've lost track. But 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If, like I said, over on Diego channel. I think this is the last one before we take a break.
Yes.
For 1 week. Like I said, we do 6 podcasts 6 weeks in a row, and then take 1 week break. So I believe it's been this would have been the 6th week. Anything else you want to say before?
Thank you all for watching. Yeah. Thank you, Andrew, for having me on here.
Yeah.
Uh,
No problem, man. I enjoy doing these, and please go check out Double Nine Two on his channel.
Hello, and I will see you all later. Goodbye now.